So I wanted to share this really powerful exercise that got rid of my back problems and a couple of my friends as well. My dad had back problems and I shared it with him just the other day, and he says he's already feeling better about his back and stuff, and he said like 40 to 50% of the back problems are gone. So I really wanted to share it out there, put it on Facebook, let everybody know how they could get rid of back problems. And I did this video with a chiropractor, and he showed us some couple stretches and it's only 12 minutes. So if you have back problems, I strongly encourage you just to stand up and play along and do these little exercises here with them and see if it really works. And I'm sure it will. I would love to hear your feedback, and I hope this video helps.
Hi, my name's Dr. Don, and I'm really excited that you decided to watch this video, and it's going to help you with your lower back pain. We're going to do some stretches, and instead of just talking about it, we're going to do it and then talk about it. So you might as well just get up right now and do it as well, and just follow me. So the first thing we're going to get in is to a basic position. Your knees are going to be bent a little bit, your back's going to be straight, and you're just going to be forward. And the first stretch we're going to do is we're going to take the hands and bring them back and bring the head down. And then what we'll do after that is we're going to stretch and reach forward so the head goes forward. And then we're going to stretch and reach upward so the head goes upward. So that's the first basic stretch. Then we're going to put their hands on the hips and we're just going to bob. What I mean by that is we're going to bend forward slowly. And you can do this about 12 times. Now the trick here is your body weight is going to be on your heels. And as you go forward, your knees straighten out. And then as you come back to position again, your knees are bent. So it's straighten knees, bent knees. Straighten knees, bent knees. So we just do that about 12 times. And you should feel the stretch and the pull in your hamstring, your buttocks, and the backs of the legs. Okay, and then after that, we'll go back to the stretch. Head down, arms back, forward, head forward and arms forward, and then stretch as high and far as you can, head upwards and arms upwards. That's going to stretch a lot of the upper back muscles. All right, the next one is we're just going to bend forward, and as you go forward, you're going to rest the hands as far as you can or as close as you can to the floor. And the body weight again is on the heels, and the knees you're trying to keep straight. So you're just stretching and hanging there just for about maybe 10 seconds. And then after that, we'll come back up. And then we're going to go to the next position. So you're going to go ahead and it's going to be shoulder width, and both feet are pointing forward. And the first stretch is the one we did, the first one on the other position, is we're going to bring the arms back, head down, and then forward, head straight, and then upwards. Okay, and then you'll put the hands on the hips. Now your knee is bent and your back leg is straight. Both feet are pointing forward, and we're going to bob again, and the same thing happens. As you go forward, the front knee straightens out as you come forward. When you come back to position, the knee bends again. And you're keeping the back leg straight, that doesn't move at all. And we're going to do that about 12 times. And you want to make sure you're going straight with the shoulders. Don't turn to one side or the other side. You want to come straight forward. And again, you'll feel that stretch in the back of the leg. Now when your back starts to hurt, your legs are often tight and your back has to work harder. So we want to make sure we have good flexibility in the legs, and that's why we do this. Okay, then we'll stretch again. Same thing forward, then upwards. And then the next one, we're going to take the hands and interclasp them, and then we're going to turn them this inside out. And we're going to stretch the whole left side of the body because you're going to bend to the side of the bent knee. So you're going to bend, and you'll feel the stretch on the left side of your body. Then we're going to go ahead and bob up and down on the back foot. The heel comes up and down. That's stretching the biggest nerve in the body, the sciatic nerve. And that just loosens up all the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, the nerves. And you'll do that about 12 times. Good. Okay, then we'll come back to our stretch. Hands back, head down. Hands straight, head forward. And then upwards. And then this next one, we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn. So we're going to turn to the side of the bent knee, and we'll just bob about 12 times. Real simple, nice and easy. If you hear sounds, pops, cracks, it's okay. That's just your body releasing tension in the joints. It doesn't mean something goes out of place or something goes into place. Okay, and after about 12 times there, come back to center and stretch. Just like that. Okay, now we'll switch to the other side and we'll do the same thing. We'll have both feet forward, the back leg straight, the front leg bent a little bit. And the first thing we'll do is that stretch, so we'll have the hands back, then forward, then upwards. Now we'll go ahead and bob. So we're going to go forward. And again, just to refresh, as you go forward, that front knee goes straight. It straightens out right there. And then as we come up, it bends again. Straightens, bends. And we'll do that about 12 times. Now you might notice one side a little tighter than the other. I would take note to that because you might want to do that side that's tighter a little bit longer, a little more frequent. So after about 12 of those, then we'll go ahead, hands back again, and forward, then upwards, really stretching as far as you can. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and we'll do our stretch this way. And then we're going to tilt to the left side this time. So now you feel the stretching on the right side, and then we'll bob up and down on the heel on the back foot. And we'll do that about 12 times. Again, that's releasing the nerves in the lower back, down the legs, stretching the upper back. It's all good. All right. So then after about 12 times there, guess what we're going to do? We're going to go back to our stretch. Hands back. Hands forward, hands upwards. And then this one, we're going to turn to the left, the opposite side. Again, the leg that's bent is the side we turn, and we'll bob about 12 times. You're doing good. It's easy to do. Okay, then forward. Now, this last bit, we're going to spread out a little bit further. And then we'll bend the knees, back straight. And the same thing, the weight of the body is on the heels of your feet. And then what we'll do is hands on the hips, and we're just going to bob forward. And so as you go forward, the knees straighten out. And as you go back, the knees bend again. So we're just bobbing. Simple. And what you don't want to do is if from this position, we don't want to break the back down where we're bending. We don't want to bend. We don't want to have an arch to the back. We want to keep it straight. Good. Okay, so after you do that, we'll do the stretch again. And then you're going to go all the way down and try to put the hands on the floor as far as you can comfortably. And then what we'll do after we get there, you're going to take the right hand, and you're going to reach for your left foot, and then come around and really open up the pelvis. And we'll do that about 12 times. Now you might feel the stretching when you're up like this on the left leg. That's where you should feel it. Or in your lower back on the right side. Okay, and then we'll do the other side, again about 12 times. And you may feel stretching in different places than the other side you did it, because we're not built equally. You want balance, and so we're trying to create balance, and eventually that will happen. And then you come up, and then the very last one, we're going to start with a stretch. We're now back to our normal position. Feet are a little closer together, shoulder width. We're going to bring the hands back, and then forward, then upwards. And then this time, this is for the upper back. We're going to bring the hands together. You're going to squeeze them together and go up and down, trying to keep it together. Now don't worry if you can't do that. If you're having trouble like this and you can only do this, keep working at it, because that's how it was for me. But eventually you'll be able to do it. Just be patient with it. And you do that about 12 times. Then we do one last stretch and we're done. So if you do those stretches, it takes roughly about 12 minutes. First time in the morning, or perhaps even in the evening, or twice a day. It's going to go a long way in helping your back pain. So I hope you enjoyed, and keep with it. Don't stop.
All right, so that was Dr. Don, and he's really a great guy, and I love the way he takes his time and helps every single person out. And he told me to give you a promotional code if you're interested in booking his services. It's half price, I believe. Typically it's $150, and he's doing it for $75 to come in. He'll do an adjustment, he'll do all this stuff for you. And I'm going to put that link below, and the promotional code is just Thanks Don. I'll put that below as well. And if you're interested and you're in the Manhattan Beach, South Bay area, I encourage you to check him out and call him up and book a session with him. And I really hope this video finds you well, and I hope you took advantage of some of the stretching that he offered you.